right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the on-air studio, Mr. Donnie! Hey, Donnie! What's going on there, Donnie Fandango?
Not much. What's going on with you guys?
Nice to see you, sir. I know you're going to be out at the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater today doing your show live.
Yes, absolutely so. Uproar tickets going on sale at 10 o'clock, so we'll be out there for the whole day, and we'll have...
You look so excited about it.
You'll have your chance to, come by, stop by, say hello. We'll have some things to give away, and I think Live Nation is providing us with, like, some donuts and stuff this morning.
Donuts.
So,
hey, Donnie, let me ask you a question. Do you get really nervous before you go out to these things?
Oh, man. Stupid nervous. I get nervous before almost everything I do, though.
Like, what about, though? Like, what are the nerves about?
Is it being in front of people?
I do have a little bit of a people phobia, a touch.
Which is odd because he gets on the air every day and he talks to tens of thousands of people at a time.
Yeah, man, it's just kind of part of my nuttiness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's one thing doing it in the studio, but it's another thing being in front of people.
I mean, it's not a ragey thing. It's just like a nervous
It's just
thing.
a nervous thing. Can I tell you, out of all of the things, out of all of my responsibilities, what I get the most nervous about? It's the Weekend Rage. Like, for real, man. Like,
why?
I will have, like, as Riz says, Ajda, the day
but, like,
before.
why? This is like your chance to like just let it loose, and there's really no repercussions
but when you're
for anything
done,
you
though,
say.
you feel great.
Oh, man, when I'm done, it feels
see?
fantastic. Yeah, so...
I think
I'm
Donnie-
nuts, man. What do you say?
But what are you like nervous about at these live events? Are you just worried that you worry that somebody's gonna
It's not even necessarily
something to you,
It's
or-
not even necessarily somebody. It's just I'm out of my element. I think that has a lot to do with it. Because we get so. I'm kind of a creature of habit, and I'm used to coming into the studio and doing
comfort zone thing.
having everything at my disposal. So it throws me off a little bit, but it's all good, man.
Well, if you're going out there to buy your tickets today, make sure you stop by and say, "Hey, Donnie!"
Absolutely.
At the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. Are you ready for the Weekend Rage?
Let's do this, man.
All right. Sounds good. Donnie Fandango's Weekend Rage. Here we go. That's not very nice, 636. Tell Donnie to shut the F up. Nobody cares about his feelings.
Yeah.
Poor Donnie, man.
Thanks, 636. There's this one guy from the 636 that, I think that he gets off on trying to get me pissed. Like, just every day.
That's his thing.
That he is just on me all the time.
It's funny that you say that because I was just reading about this. There's a new study from Northwestern University that has discovered the reason why the anonymous internet sure has turned your average pale girl from us, shut into just one big giant a-hole. Researchers found that people who regularly leave obnoxious anonymous comments on the internet, or in this case, texting the radio station,
texting tough guys,
get the same rush as people who, that get drunk. So like you get the same rush as people that they get when you know how that
it's drunk on power.
Yeah, like beer muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just the anonymity gives people this beer muscle. The effect of being an anonymous douche just actually triggers the same area of the brain as people who get drunk and experience those moments of power, according to this research.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I've done a much better job of not letting it bother me, I think.
So just know that people who do are typically the people who are the average pale girl from less shut-in a-holes.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no way that guy has someone that loves him. I will guarantee it.
So, Donnie, what's bugging you this week?
All right, few things here, man. First of all, I'd like to thank the lady at the gas station this morning that was bumping Train, Hey Soul Sister, as loud as she possibly could while she was filling up on ethanol or whatever. I find that to be so incredibly rude. Now, listen, when I pull up at the gas station, I turn my radio down to be respectful of the others that are around me. Young lady, actually, older woman with a very, very bad tan, I think that you should very much investigate doing the same. She had that leather face going on.
Yeah.
Full on, staying in the sun way too long, and boy, she was bumping Y98. So thank you very much, lady. I appreciate it. My girl has lately, and I don't know why this is, man, and I don't think that this is necessarily a rage thing unless she's trying to dupe me, which I think might be the case, but she's been pointing out hot chicks a lot lately. Didn't you see that girl? Wasn't our server really hot? She did that a couple of times last night even. And I don't know if it's a trick to try to see if I'm looking or not, or if, she's just really that open and that cool. She really could be that open and that cool, but just a little part of me in the back of my head, the paranoid side of me, thinks that she's trying to, dupe me, get me in trouble for looking at other chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Baiting
saying?
you.
Baiting me, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They are gypsies and shysters. You got to beware.
That's been proven.
Was at the Cardinal game the other day. A guy that was in front of me in line is incredibly rude to the people working about being out of mustard. These are the kind of things that really get me the most, because not only was there other little canisters of mustard around for this guy to use, but he used the opportunity to really just be a dick to this guy that was working. And I just absolutely hate it when people think that they can just be a dick to somebody just for no reason and it be okay. This guy that's working, this poor guy that's dealing with all these people that are just wanting to get hot dogs in the Cardinal Club, he's got to deal with this jackass that just can't walk a foot over and get the mustard bottle that's right friggin' in front of me. It just drives me crazy when people use an opportunity to be mean for absolutely
Trying
no
to be
reason.
a bully.
Absolutely, man, and it just drives me crazy.
Why be mean to that guy? Do you think that guy's dream growing up as a little kid is like, someday I'm going to work at Busch Stadium and hand out hot dogs to people?
No kidding, man.
That guy's having a bad day.
Let it go, man.
Yeah.
Let
You're
it
gonna make
go.
it worse?
That's the kind of thing, when people really are just mean for absolutely no reason, just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah,
that
Patrico.
really gets my blood boiling. Yeah, Patrico. No. And then finally, last thing in the weekend rage, and this is something that happened the other day. I played the radio edit of Tool's Zombie, and there was one person on the texter that acted as though that I don't know, man, had aborted a fetus on the air or something like that, man. He said that I ruined his day by playing the radio edit of Tool's Zombie. Listen, let me tell you something, and I might have talked about this before. The radio edits come from the bands themselves. Am I correct?
You are correct.
The bands send out the radio edits for us to play. Sometimes it's a time-consuming thing, or, a time thing. Sometimes it's, they take things out, they put things in to make it sound better on the radio or to fit a certain format. That is nothing that I have control over, everybody. All right? So, if there is a song that you think the edit is better, all you have to simply say is, hey, Donnie, you might want to check out the album version of this. It's way better than this radio edit, and I will do just that. But if I'm ruining your day by playing the radio edit of Tool Zombie, there's something cooking in your world that just isn't that good. So here is my weekend rage. That's it. I'm out.
You think maybe your woman's just looking for a threesome?
Nah, I don't think so.
Our fine sponsor of Donnie's Week in Rage.
Of course, it's Supplement Superstore, not just a store, it's an education.
Donnie, what's your song this week?
Let's do Tears Don't Fall, Bullet for My Valentine.
Done and done. Yeah, they're going to be part of that Uproar tour.
Album version?
Album version.
Actually, no, this is not that Screamless version. I don't know why you even bother with that one. That's kind of that's a real weak one.
Agreed.
Yeah. One of the bands going to be at the Uproar Tour, the Rockstar Energy Uproar Tour. You can buy some tickets today. Donnie Fandango at the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. Stop by and say, hey, Donnie!